Hey, Miss Alana here, working on math, getting smarter and smarter every day. Miss Alana, right? Hello. All right, so I'm using the iPad, so I'm like holding it down so I can't flip between the front-facing camera, the back-facing camera, all in the same video, but if not, hello, everybody. All right, so we're working on math today. It's not straight. All right, so are you ready? Let's begin. Make sure you have your graphing notebook with you. I have mine. All right, so we are working on number 1. Now, what I am going to do, there are the problems if you need it, is I am going to show you my answers, the expressions, and the work. So if you're going to copy it, that's fine. But guess what? If you are going to copy, you need to understand the work. Don't just copy and then not know what's going on, okay? Because that's not helping you at all. All right, so make sure that when you do write it down, as you work it out, make sure you do understand what's going on. If you need some help, let me know, let a friend know, let your parent know, all right? So here's number 1, 36 plus 95 times 8. We're going to multiply, where's my finger right there? All right, we're going to multiply that first, and you get 760. So there's the work for that. And then we're going to add that to 36, and there's the work for that. All right, so make sure you have the expressions and the work. All right, so looking at number 2, we have 479 times 6 divided by 3. So the first thing we need to do is we're multiplying and dividing from left to right. So we do this part first. 479 times 6 is 2,874. And the way I got that is right here. And then, no, I did show the other way. All right, and then I'm going to divide that by 3. 2,874 right here. All right, so I know, raise your hand if you're struggling with division. So let me explain that. 3 cannot go in 2, so I put a 0 there. So now I have 28. 3 can go in 28 9 times, so there's the 9. 9 times 3 is 27 right there. We subtract that. 8 minus 7 is 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. There's a 7. Bring that down. And then 3 goes into 17 5 times, which is right there. Oh my gosh, my hand, this thing is heavy. All right, 5 times 3 is 15, which is right there. Subtract that. We get 7 minus 5 is 2, and then we bring down that 4 right there. 3 goes in 24 8 times. 8 times 3 is 24. We're done. No remainders on that one. So the answer is 958. And I went ahead and did the opposite operation, which is multiplication. And I multiplied 958 right there times 3, and I got the answer 2,874, which is what I got right there. So the answer is 958. Now, if I'm going too fast for you, make sure you're pausing as we go. If you want to work with me, just pause and go, pause and go, pause and go. All right, I'm making one video for this next level expressions for Thursday, September 28. All right, moving on to number 3. There's number 3. We have 9 squared minus 42. That's in parentheses times 5. So we'll do the exponent in the parentheses first. 9 squared is 9 times 9, which is 81, which is right there. And then 81 minus 42 right here. Look, we need to, is it crooked? Look, this is like, I'm blocking the camera. All right, so we need to borrow from the 8. The 8 becomes a 7. The 1 becomes an 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. 7 minus 4 is 3. So there's that 39 right there. And then 39 times 5. So I showed it to you 2 ways, using the standard algorithm right there and the area model right there. Now, you can do both ways, or you can pick one way, whichever way you want to do, whichever one works best for you. Either way, you get the same answer, 195. Bam, right there. All right, moving along to number 4. All right, on my next page. All right, so number 4 is 10 to the second power times 65 divided by, excuse the shaking. All right. Divided by 90 minus 80 in parentheses. It just got clear. All right, so we're going to do what's in the parentheses first, which is 10. Bam, I showed the work right there. And then next we're going to do the exponent. 10 to the second power is the same thing as 100. Right there. And then that times 65 is 6,500. Now, 2 ways you can do it. I did 100 times 65, or 10 to the second power times 65. You can do the standard algorithm, but let's just do the shortcut. Remember what do we do? Multiplying by powers of 10, you write that number, and then add that many zeros. See, 100 has 2 zeros, so you write 65, add the 2 zeros. Here's a 65, same thing right there. 2 for the exponent on that 10, 2 zeros. Same thing. And then we need to divide that by 10. Bam, right here. 2 ways I can do it. I can do the standard algorithm. Now, some of you are not lining this up correctly, okay? 10 cannot go in 6, so there's a 0. And then 10 can go in 65 6 times, so there's a 6 right there. 6 times 10 is 60. Subtract that, that's a 50. Bring down that 0, 50. Then that 0 comes down. We got to put it up there too. Or the other way is kind of like the shortcut with multiplying by powers of 10. When we divide by powers of 10, we cross out the zeros. So when we multiply, we're adding zeros. When we divide, we're crossing out zeros. So since we're dividing by 10 right here, since that has 1 0 on the 10, I cross out that 0, cross out that 0, 650. So I have the same answer either way. You can actually show both answers if you would like. All right, moving on to number 5. We have 738 plus 295, and that's in parentheses, times 94. So I'm going to add what's in the parentheses first, and I got 1,033, and here's my work for that. Make sure you're adding correctly. Make sure you carry over if you need to, if it goes to the next place, okay? Some of you are forgetting to do that. Like I said, don't just copy my answers. All right, then we're going to multiply 1,033 times 94. My answer is 97,102. And how many strategies have I shown you to multiply multi-digit numbers? There were 2 strategies that I showed you. And what are those called? The standard algorithm right here and the area model, partial products. So I did both ways. There's the first way. Now, like I said, don't just copy if you don't understand. If you raise your hand if you still need help with using the standard algorithm. All right, so if you do, make sure you ask me, or you can ask one of your classmates in class tomorrow. So make sure you let me know. Let somebody know. You can even let your parent know if you need some help with that. Well, who's really good at that? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if you're good at that. All right, now, area model. So we wrote it in expanded form right here. Fill in your boxes. And then I added everything together. And I always like doing both ways because I can verify my answer. 97,102. So I didn't even need to use a calculator. Calculator's in my brain. And I got them both correct. Same answer. So there's my answer right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and split up this video half and half. So we have the 10 expressions. Half of that is 5. So we're done with all 5. Well, not all 5, the first 5. So I'm going to stop right there. Catch the next video for 6 through 10. All right, love you all.